I got it there. And I have to soak my broom straw before I make the broom because I'm going to then some of it.
They're making brooms?
So this is the broom straw. Comes here fine. See the top of it? It's a sorghum. It's not corn. They call it corn because corn is in the King James Version of the Bible. It means grain up in there. We grow a lot of that stuff that we call corn here. But what's its real name? You can ask a friend, she maybe knows what the real name is. What's the real name of that stuff we call corn? Very, very outstanding. That's how. He surprises you too, right? So, maize was developed by the Mayans 1,500, 2,000 years ago down in the Yucatan Peninsula and Central America. Sorghums come from Africa. And you know what Milo is? Grain sorghum. It's real short. It looks like real short corn, and then there'll be some brown opposed come out, and then as they ripen, they turn red. And then this is sweet sorghum. You see that jar? That's sorghum molasses that you make from crushing this, squeezing the juice out and cooking it down. And then this they make brooms out of. And in the old days, the brooms were round, but this is a colonial style broom. And just before 1800, the Shakers put this in a broom box. Now, the Shakers were kind of a strange religion, but they had lots of ideas, and this was one of them. And so they were making brooms out of that. The same year they did that, somebody figured out how to mass-produce wire. So by 1805 or so, they had wire winders, and they had brooms like this. And with this broom, sweep like that. Would you like to try that and see how it sweeps? Here, go ahead and grab it and see how it sweeps. You got to sweep with the side. You got to really push down on it. See how they here? Let me show you something. Let's see. Grab it with this hand on the top. There. And this hand on the top. How did I do that? This one underneath. This one underneath. Now really push it down. And then sweep. See how that works? It's not like a regular broom, is it? Okay. So the Shakers didn't like this broom because even if you flatten it out, it wouldn't make good broom. It's not wide enough. So, here's what they did. Come on over here where you can see. They put some straw around the middle to make a round broom. They put a bunch on each side. This then makes a Shaker broom from about 1810 to about Civil War time, 1860s maybe. Look at the blue handled blue string one back there. That's a Shaker. And then, about 1850 or 60, somebody came up with the idea of putting two more bunches on upside down, and then they bent them over. A Shaker broom is kind of football shaped. And by doing this, that pushes that straw together so the broom will be the full size. Okay. And then we want to get this over onto the handle. You know, I bet you can help with this. Come on in that gate. I think you can do this first part. Uh-oh, I got some short. I didn't know that. We're feeding this around. I'm spreading it out as we go. So it's only about one layer deep. Why don't you sneak in here so you can see what I'm doing? There, now you can see. You see what I'm doing with my foot? That's what turns everything around. Okay, boy, I got this there. All right, your turn. Come on over here. Put your hand on here. Just for support. Put your foot on there. Step down. Now, just a second. We're going to stop for a second. I'm going to comb this out. Your hair needs to be combed once in a while too, right? So we're just going to comb this, and then I'm going to put this on here.
That looks like a lion.
Does that look like your hair in the morning when you wake up? Just a second. You're going to do one more here in a second. Okay, go ahead. Step down. And one more time, a little bit. Go a little bit more. Oh, we got to step down 2 more times the way you're doing it. Yep. Keep going. I'll tell you when to stop. We want to be there. We are. We made it. 1, 2, 3. We're just starting our 4th time. Go ahead and step back. No, step back. There you go. Back up. There you go. Now I'm going to pick up a little bit here. We're going to bend it over.
You got rainbow here, hey?
A what?
Rainbow here?
Rainbow? Almost. I'll show you something in a minute. Here's how this works. You come on up here. Put your hand there. Now watch that while she steps on it. Go ahead. You're stepping down 4 times. Oh, you're doing the big steps, so you'll only go down a couple. Okay, we're good. We're 4 times. That's good. You make a good movement. You get paid by how many you make. Did you see how that turned when she stepped on it?
Video's on, so.
That's how a broom looks like?
Get inside there.
There. Now it's your turn.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay, now. Yes, step back a little bit more. I'm getting out more. Now if you want, you can go outside because you can't reach to do this over here. Your arms are too short.
Okay, come on out
Or
here,
you
Zoe.
can watch from in here. That's okay too. You can close that, yes, we're done with that. So I'm cutting this down here, and then I will go all the way down to the
That's
end.
actually a real knife. And it cuts the tail.
I've cut myself on this knife. It's sharp.
It's very sharp.
By not paying attention to what I was doing. Now, when I do this, being a master broomer and all that kind of stuff, because they got paper in here, they made it so they had to do it fast.
How do you do that?
And now we're going to go back here. We can push. Now, when you grab it here, scoot on over, right over beside her. Now pull.
Try to messy?
There, now you can see it. Now you come straight in again. You notice you don't have to turn your hand over or anything. You're going underneath. When you come out on top, you're coming out. And we want to watch. You see there's a little dimple there and a little dimple there. There and there. That's where a stitch is. There's another one right over here. We just missed it. That's what we want to do. We want to miss it. Grab here and push. Hard and fast. And then grab that and pull. Looks good. Go right back in here again. And you come out on this side. And then we're going to stop so there's a couple for her.
I never tried that. I didn't know how to do it.
Yeah. Now wait, we push. We don't pull. Now you can just reach over and grab and pinch that string. Pinch the string. I should have tapped my mouth shut, then I could have said.
You're doing it too long, Missy.
Now, you turn this over. With this needle, you don't have to turn it anymore. Come out. That's pretty good because we're missing that neck. Now just let go of it. You won't let it stay there. Grab back there. Pinch and push. Now you've got this to pull. Up. grab it from the top. That's what you did. You see, if you grab it from the bottom, you gotta twist your wrist over. It takes a half a second. If you're doing 25 stitches on the broom, by the time the day's over, you're not gonna make sew 5 brooms that you could have sewn. And so you'll only have peanut butter sandwiches, you won't have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. There you go. Now reach back, push, go hard, finish stop, pull. Now go right underneath where you came out. That's right. And you're good, except you underneath. Huh? There you go. Now push, pull. One more stitch this way. Now, wait a second here. Push. There you go. Push. Push more. Now just shove that needle in here. There, that'll hold it. Now I'll show you how I finish it. Go ahead. So to finish this then, I shove this. Now, this is sailor's needle. That's the sailor's hammer that I was using.
You made a hole, didn't you?
These, I did. And this is the sailor's palms, his thimbles. And so, I only need them for this last stitch. Sailor used them to make sails or to repair sails. Now, in about 12 minutes, when you find some good looking young guy, you can string them along with you. When you get ready to do that, you give that to Grandma, right? You give that to Grandma because it's going to drive her to drink so she can tie them on. You guys can hop out and I'll show you how I trim this. And that was a yellow one. I better find her. Now, how was my guessing? 12 years, how old will you be? I'm surprised at these kids that can't add. You know? How old are you now?
I'm not over now.
How old are you now? 13? Or maybe about 25. That's about right. Yeah. You might want one of these too. Now, to trim these off. I guess I could have said 10 years. 22 is about right. I don't know. 25 sounds good. You just want to remember that while you're doing that, stringing those guys along, you're making life choices. And so it's serious business. So you want to be thinking about what you're doing because, can I see your string again? You might end up tying the knots. You know what tying the knot means? What do they do with these kids getting married, getting hitched? I don't know why they have that particular sentiment, but that's what they call it in the old days, when we were young and fancy-free. I think I need to trim this just a little bit more here.
You made
The can't see where the high spot is. There is a high spot here somewhere along here. And would you like your hair cut while I'm at it?
I think my hair is going.
You saw that. You got that standing for 30 seconds, right? This one's a little thinner, but it's a kid's broom. There we go.
It stands.
It stands by itself, yes. And you know that these brooms are good for two things. One of them is sweeping. Do you know what the other one is? I don't think so, huh? But that's how we do our brooms. And this one happens to be my 5,238, but I'm in the 40s already. This one I made yesterday, but I didn't get it cut. And so this will be the next one to get cut. This one goes right about here.
The brooms are having a haircut. You make a nice brooms.
So anyhow, I just keep going around in circles making brooms. I'm doing rather 1 or 2 red ones next. Then I'll switch and do a blue one if I have time today. But I just keep going around in the circle. But that's how we do brooms.